Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's review, I'm going to be taking my first ever look at the brand new Marvel Studios, the first 10 years Iron Man Mark VII figure. Now this is my first Marvel Legends figure that I've ever purchased. I thought that I would give this line a go as it's basically like the Transformers Studio series in that it's giving us some really cool updated looking figures that are definitive to their particular movie. This is the Iron Man Mark VII as seen in the Avengers movie. You've got a nice bio there, so please pause if you wish to read that. The side of the packaging has a bio of the Avengers from 2012, one of the best superhero movies in all of film's history. There you've got the Marvel Studios Avengers, Iron Man Mark VII, and then on the side of the packaging you've got some stills, some concept images from that Avengers movie, which is really cool. And once you collect all the figures, you create this really nice side profile of all the different movies. So overall the packaging is very nice. You do have that this is figure number 3, so the packagings are numbered so that you can align them in order. Now bringing the figure in, this is a fantastic Iron Man figure. I'm telling you straight away that if you've never picked up an Iron Man figure, then this could potentially be the best one to start off with. It's got fantastic articulation. There are some gripes with the accessories, which I'll get into in a bit, and it also has the accurate brake pads or the flaps at the back, which are actually working. The articulation on this figure is really, really good. Bringing it in for a closer look, just so you can look at the details. As you can see, the helmet has been detailed fairly appropriately. You've got a very nice kind of white and blue mix for the eyes to make them look alike. There is some blue that has been applied to the top of the eyes and to the base. At first I thought this was a paint error, but I do think it's just to simulate the eyes glowing. The mouth has got a black wash to bring out some of those sharper details of the sculpt, and then the rest of the helmet has been done in this very nice glossy red plastic. The wings are removable. You can just flap them up and down. They do just close, and from the back you really wouldn't be able to tell that this could all open up and be as accurate as it is. It does close up really well and looks extremely flush. Bringing it in to the chest section, as you can see you've got the arc reactor there picked out in a very similar type of paint that's been used for the eyes. However, this is a lot lighter. You've got some silver details at the top with some gold pieces in the center, which I do believe is movie accurate. You've got all the panel lining all the way throughout on this figure, which is really cool. You've got some detailing in the joints so that the joints just don't look ugly. They have been detailed, which is really nice. Bringing it down, the legs have been detailed fairly appropriately. You've got that same detailing in the joint, as you can see here. So it does look like it is actually part of the suit and isn't just a articulation joint for the figure. And moving down, you've got some more panel lines and more of that fantastic sculpted in detailing. I really like the choice of plastic they've used on this figure. It's a very marbly like plastic. They use it sometimes on Transformers. It does give this very metallic look, and it does look really good. Now turning to accessories, the figure comes with these 2 flame effects, which I think really help to set the figure when on display and just make him really stand out. As you can see, it is just a standard blast effect, has been done in a orange plastic. However, it is fairly transparent, so it does definitely give the illusion of a fire blast. This can be ported into his hands, or alternatively you can peg it into his feet to simulate him when he is flying. The other accessory he comes with, I have on the figure. He comes with these hands here that are open palmed, obviously to store the blasters in, and he also comes with a pair that are closed fists. Now the closed fists actually have an extra point of articulation. You can actually bend these sections here. They are fairly stiff, but you can articulate these. However, you cannot articulate the joints on the hands here. They are just fixed in this power blast pose. In order to swap them out, it's relatively easy. They do just pop out and peg in like so. For articulation, the head is on a ball joint and also a hinge, so you can get him to look left or right. He can look up and down. He could also tilt side to side. He does get a fair amount of up movement here. I will show you that when we get him into the flight pose. The torso has got an ab crunch. This can crunch forwards and backwards as well as side to the side. It also can rotate 360 degrees, so you can hinge the arms out, and this does not compromise the articulation. He does also have a swivel here, which allows them to go forwards and backwards. There is a rotation just above the elbow. He has double jointed elbows, a swivel if you've got the blaster hands in. However, if you have the regular fist, you can hinge it back and forth like so. The legs are really articulated. They can kick forwards, they can kick backwards. They can also kick out to the side. There is also a swivel joint just above the thigh section. There is a double jointed knee, allowing you for an extremely high kick. And finally, the feet can tilt forwards and backwards, as well as rotate, and he has a great range of ankle pivot, allowing you to get him into some of those more crucial Iron Man poses. Now, as I stated earlier, you can actually get this guy into a flying pose. So in order to accomplish this, you do want to straighten out the legs, perhaps tilt them like that. Utilizing the ab crunch, you can push the ab crunch all the way back, just like so, and then pull the arms downwards. And you could get him into a decent looking flying pose. Obviously, if you've got the blaster hands, you can plug the flames into the hands or into the feet. You can also move these pieces out to simulate his brake pads. So overall, if you have a flight stand, you can definitely get this figure in a variety of really cool and definitive Iron Man poses. Overall, I really like this figure. For my first ever Iron Man purchase from the Marvel Legends line, I am thoroughly impressed. The only thing that I would have perhaps liked is if it had came with an alternate Tony Stark head sculpt. As in the Avengers movie, Iron Man did constantly appear with his helmet on and off. So perhaps if they did have included an alternate Tony Stark head sculpt, it would have definitely have been a nice inclusion. However, as it is, this is a fantastic Iron Man. I really like the execution of the brake pads in the back of Iron Man's armor, and I do think that the added flame blasts and overall articulation, as well as the paint applications, are really well on this figure. I hope that you enjoyed my first ever Marvel Legends review. If you did, please let me know down in the comment section below. I will be reviewing more of these figures in the upcoming days, so please subscribe to stay tuned for those. Thanks for watching.